What's up, guys? So today I want to talk about one of my biggest pet peeves in the gym, and that is people doing these intentionally really slow reps with very light weight, and then thinking that that's the way absolutely fucking everybody should be training, coming up to me telling me that I'm doing it wrong when they've been at the gym for like fucking 2 weeks and they look like a fucking twig, and they think that's the way to lift because they've seen some fucking pro bodybuilder do it. And yeah, there are legitimate reasons why certain pro bodybuilders might choose to lift that way, but for virtually everybody else, slow reps are fucking stupid. So yeah, there's a few legitimate reasons, so I'll go into the little caveats first. So firstly, I'm not talking about powerlifter slow reps. You know, if they're lifting a weight really slowly, it's because the weight's really fucking heavy and it's going slowly, but they are still lifting it as fast as they physically fucking can. You know, it's very, very different to somebody using a very light weight and trying to generate fatigue by moving slowly instead. There are times when you may want to take momentum out of the lift and you're concerned about your joints and that kind of thing. So I do lift quite slowly with side raises, because if I use as much weight as my muscles can handle, unfortunately my joints can't. So I do those a little bit lighter and a little bit slower for that reason. And one of the other legitimate reasons is certain body weight exercises, so pull-ups for example. If you're too weak to do a rep properly, you can simply jump up to the top of the bar and let yourself down slowly and just build a bit of strength doing it that way until you're strong enough to actually do the rep properly. But beyond that point, you should be doing pull-ups with a bit of explosiveness instead. The reason for this, the reason you should be lifting explosively rather than generating fatigue that way, is it comes down to athletics performance. Now, there's two parts to athletics performance. It isn't just the muscles, it isn't just your body, it's also your brain's involved in that as well. And if you're training to move a weight slowly, you're going to be training yourself to move slowly. If you're training with explosiveness, you're training your brain to be able to activate these muscles quicker and to turn them, get them from 0 to 100 as quickly as fucking possible. And you'll be training yourself to move more maximal weight, more speed, and all of those kind of things. You just should be training the way that you want to perform. And virtually every sport, it's either going to rely on speed, power, or maximal strength. There's very few sports where you're going to be having a very, very low amount of weight and moving it backwards and forwards really, really slowly. So yeah, that's a reason you should be training with explosiveness instead. Now, obviously this doesn't count if you have zero interest in it. If you have zero interest in athletics performance, all you want to do is make your muscles a bit bigger. By all means, knock yourself out, do slow reps if that's the case. But both methods will produce about the same amount of muscle, provided you reach the same level of fatigue. But if you're doing it with explosiveness, you'd be wanting to do more reps or more sets or adding weight to the bar instead. And it's just a better way of doing things for most people. So thanks for watching, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.